And our final performer of the night is our genius friend here playing with the electronics. And he has a genius style sense of humor, if you ask me. Give a warm welcome and quiet Dave, unless you're laughing, for Robbie Schrader.
Yeah! I don't like you.
Hey, thanks. My name is Blobby Brock Choo. I was raised by Mormons who were brain controlled by... They were the first victims of World War III, where... You know the chicken cartoon where they swapped the brain with people with chicken brains? That was my parents. They taught me how to eat... little nerd candies with my beak. And for summer camp, we learned how to do taxes in the basement with our prisoners. Am I stealing a joke yet? Can I have a basement prisoner joke too? You ever share a masturbation joke with another comedian? Just not me? Anybody but me? I'm looking for validation because I parked and I bought something and I need to pay for my parking. And if anybody has one of those stamping machines, do you have those? Do you have anybody just carry around stamps and ink? You know, ink pads, you know? Just be like, "Hey, I'm undercover. I want to get your fingerprints. Can I get your fingerprints? I'm just a person, but I want to keep your prints." You know how you're not a burn victim. I can get your prints, right? You ever go into the burn victim? You ever sneak into a hospital just to visit the burn victims? And you're like, "Hey, you want some really hot water? I found some really... You want some really hot microwave Hot Pockets? They're still frozen on the inside, but they're hot on the outside." You know when you burn something so bad, it's really tastes bad, you know? You ever just not want to eat breakfast? You're just like, "I wish I had that fucking helium tank from Andy's house. And I could..." You ever just sleep with a helium tank? Have you ever fucked? You ever fucked a helium tank? With your lungs, you know? Are you more of a bottom helium tank fuck? You let it fuck your lungs? Yeah, me neither. I know this is like no drinking county. Right? I just heard about that. I didn't know it existed. You know, Christian college towns. We don't drink here. We just drink wine at church. One sip at a time, before and after we suck the priest's pee, you know. Anybody ever be an altar person? Bless the holy water. I went to a funeral where the communion was gluten-free. They were like, "We have our gluten-free option here," and not funny. That's it. You ever I ran into my ex the other day, and they were like with my kid, and they were like, "Hey, get away from me. I have a restraining order against you." And I was like, "I'm taking our kid. I wrote my own order." Cheryl, that's her name, right? What's my ex's name? Okay. You ever go into Fred Meyer and you're like, I wonder if there's food in the electronics department, you know? Just, these king-size Kit Kats. Oh, white chocolate Kit Kats? Oh, my God. I know what I'm having for dinner. Not vegetables, you know? I'm just going to take that spirulina pill and then eat 4 king-size white chocolate Kit Kats. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm insane, you know? You ever have the waiter that squats down to be like below your level to be like, "Oh, you want a cheeseburger, honey?" Then you get the waiter that lies on the ground and like lifts their legs in the air, and they're like, "What would you like?" They're like, stack the menus on my feet. I'm doing yoga right now. You guys ever inhale helium? Okay. Wait, too specific. You know, that saying, it's the same, but it hits differently. Is that what? Okay. It's good to be here, Auburn. I mean, Normandy Park. Where am I? Renton. Okay. Take a left on 6th Street. Well, I forget what street we're on. You ever watch football, but your wife isn't that mad at you because at least you're yelling at something else besides her? You're like, "Go Colts, go Bulls." I know that's wrong. Go Kraken. You kick the soccer. Anybody else obsessed with the Euro soccer competition? Me neither. I don't have CBS for that. I have CBS for other reasons, like Star Trek. You ever see like a dead thing and then like you like, I don't know, take a picture of it? You ever have? Do you guys ever have altars of dead people? You ever worship dead? Okay. You guys ever like drag a dead body in your basement and then strip like sections of the skin off and then freeze it? No? Okay. You ever like just you like get a dental appointment and then you just don't go? You're like, anybody ghosts their health appointments? You're like, I'm just gonna get up early, get up to the door, open it, don't go inside. I'll just open it for the hygienist that's going on their break, You ever go on an airplane? Anybody? Are you guys like flying? You ever watch public access? Does anybody have a TV? Anybody throw their TV away? How many TVs have you? Has anybody ever listened to me? Does anybody listen? I can't see anybody. Can we put the light on you? I'm just kidding. I get tired of all these TV channels like Animal Planet. Who cares about animals or their planet? Fucking hate things that breathe. I hate how people have to rely on their hearts. Wish you could just like cut the hearts out and make a little money. A little money on the gray market. There's a gray, yeah, the gray market, the dark internet. I like getting reptiles off the internet, like dark reptiles. I like getting like venomous snakes and then just like losing blood, bloodletting. I'm dating like 6 vampire bats right now. I got all these bite marks, and the woman who does all my cupping, like she's like, "What the fuck is this? Are you cheating on me?" I'm like, I'm fucking letting vampire bats suck my blood, bitch. And she was like, "All right, you keep that up, I'm gonna charge you less because I like it." It's new. That's a new one. You ever see that new, late night television? They soliciting you for the videos, like girls gone, dog gone wild. But it's just wholesome videos of girls petting dogs. No nudity. But it is in New Orleans. It's in New Orleans. What's the other one? I think my cat has an eating disorder because she's always purging her food. That's actually kind of true. I got a clean laundry detergent joke, and it's 2 to 3 times more concentrated in humor than the rest of my jokes. And that's the joke. It's all premise. You know when your jokes are 90% premise? Or is that how jokes are? I delivered pizza for 10 years, and you could say I had a lot of heated exchanges with the customers. They're always like, I have to do math now. Wait, do you want $1.50 or do you want a bong hit for your tip? And I'm like, can I go now? 'Cause you're making me uncomfortable because you're in your underwear, you know? And they're like, God, most uptight. Just give me my pesto pizza. By the way, what's that green stuff? Guacamole? Oh, hell no. Yeah, can I get a crispy pizza? My name's Christine. You ever go get sashimi? Deep fried sashimi? That's just, a locksmith or door key. Tiger Woods had a rollover in one. You ever see those sandwiches in the subway system that like people that live in the subway make, and they just, they want a little coin, so they sell you a unwrapped sandwich. Sometimes it's just open face with a bunch of hair on it. They're like, that's my pubes. That's the good pubes, though. Don't get me wrong. DGRW, don't get me wrong. DGRW, yeah, that's a new one. I learned that at the bus stop in downtown Renton. Somebody punched me in the face like 10 times for being stupid. I hope I die tonight in the car ride, but hopefully Jason survived. Actually, it's after I drop off Jason, I'm gonna die. So you can all do time at my funeral. Thanks. Good night.
In a related story, the price of capturing, restraining, and institutionalizing a naked man in a T-shirt.
All right, there it is, Robbie Schrader, and that concludes our competition. I'll have the scores ready within just a couple of minutes. I want to thank our performers. Also, thank you so much for our judges, because that was very much needed, and we really appreciate you too. So, judges can cast your final vote. Then I'm sure Robbie here can amuse us for a minute or two until then, okay? Thank you.
Well, I traveled quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy. Now, what do you think?
Among the few possessions he left to his heirs was a set of Encyclopedia Britannica in storage at the Lindbergh Palace Hotel under the names Ari and Uzi Tenenbaum. No one spoke at the funeral, and Father Peterson's leg had not yet mended.
You ready?
But it was agreed.
Our winner is Robbie Schrader.
Simple.
Yes.
Dead,
So,
and so much
yeah,
of
man,
our
$50 for you,
is
and you
intangible.
put in work
So much of what
anyway,
we
so that's
perceive
nice. You got to get
cannot
paid
be
for this
expressed.
gig. Yeah, so yes, and I think you absolutely deserved it. So thank you guys who came, and more importantly, the ones that stayed. And yeah, I appreciate it very much, especially because I have to do this again on Monday, and now I got to get a little peek at what this is going to look like. So, and before you go, let me know if you're a comedian, whether or not you're planning on being on the competition on Monday or not, because I'm putting together the final list for that, okay? Thank you very much.